All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to another daytime stream. It's me, TheCardconomist. Okay, let's get the menu set up. Clicking on this. Click. Hey, it's Team Rocket Grunt. What's up, man? All right. I could have gone live maybe like 20 minutes earlier. We were having an interesting talk in our Discord server about the California wildfires, man. So relevant. Because I was thinking about moving, right? And part of my decision making was we should move to Nevada because of the lower natural disasters. So we're talking a little bit about that. We're talking about the maybe the burden of having to pay for other states' natural disaster losses. So it's an interesting conversation. So here we go. Today we're going to be saying pricing. Well, that is if I have time. Pricing. Let's see. Let's call them PSA booster slabs for sale. And we're going to say pricing up. No. Let's say Roaring Skies box break. Live card shop. Okay, perfect. Those are the two big things, right? Okay, we hit save on that. My job got evacuated last night, but I still worked 12 hours. What? Nice, dude. Okay. Let's see how Mike's side's doing. Da-da-da. All right. Very nice. So let's go ahead and ping the Discord server. We're going live. Oh, you know what? It kind of makes me for Thursday night. I just got contacted by Capcom today. Capcom is telling me that I can have early access to the Monster Hunter game. Ooh. Should definitely accept that. You guys might see me less if I start working over there. There might have to be a change in my schedule. Not really a great idea to do that, but I don't know. Maybe we can find some way to make it work. Maybe Alexis can help in some capacity. I don't know. All right. Oh, wow. Oh, how the Poke Bull Run is upon us. Oh, yeah. The Poke Bull Run, huh? When's this bull run going to end? It never ends, baby. Let's see the price of Terra Festival today. No. Let's look up Case Prismatic ETB. All right, hold on. Case Prismatic ETB, and then let's sort by highest price. Has it gone up? Let's see. No. Not yet. In fact, one slightly cheaper. Yes, one slightly cheaper at $1,468. How about Terra Festival? We're going to say Terrastal Festival Case. All right, let's try that one. Has this gotten more expensive? It was at $1,800 the other day. Okay, it's yes. Oh, it's at $1,840, slightly more expensive. Wow, bro, that's expensive. All right, let me close down some of these tabs. I don't need all these tabs. Close. Oh man, today sucks, guys. I got my PSA results in. They gypped me, dude. They turned everything into 9s and 8s and 4s and 5s and 6s. Brand new, fresh cards. Grading like 4 or 5 and 6. What is going on with PSA? Their grading is so inconsistent. I swear to God, I've graded so many Merlin stickers. And so I sent them a round of Merlin stickers. Really expensive ones. Right, like Merlin Series 2 stickers. And I get the results of my grades back. And they're like giving it a 4, they're giving it a 5, they're giving it a 6. I swear to God, if this comes back from the New Jersey office, we'll be sure that the New Jersey office is death. All right, so these prices are out of date. Don't try to buy these. These are out of date, okay? Letting you know. I do not price my booster slabs up very often, but I got a bunch of booster slabs with me now. And we want to start pricing them up and storing them differently so that we can get them moved. We want to get them sold. I price them so rarely. We price the other slabs all the time. I'm worried about my Zards now. Make a video complaining about it when they come back. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about just straight up cracking them right away and then just resubmitting them and seeing what happens. and then keeping that footage secret, because I'm also worried PSA tracks that kind of shit. So making the video beforehand, keeping it private, and then when it comes back, see if it gets very different grades. And hopefully it needs to be, so if it goes to the New Jersey office, I got to see it go to the LA office or whatever it is, the California office. Is it LA or is it San Francisco? I can't remember. And just see what happens to it when it comes back. And if they give me very different grades, I'm going to be pissed, dude. I'm going to be pissed because I've graded so much with them for so long. This submission had so many nice cards in it. And they all just grade 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8. And the stickers were grading like 4. Like, what the fuck? I don't know who was grading it, but somebody who just had it, I don't know, just maybe he didn't get to have sex that night or something. I don't know what it is. Somebody graded that round so much more tough than a different round. And I've seen this happen. I've seen this happen with these cards. Because I haven't changed. I'm the same person. When I submit these, I'm the same person. I haven't changed. But somebody at PSA seems to have changed. They just hand out all 9s and 8s. And it's like, damn, bro. But yeah, it was pretty disappointing. Anyway, so that next submission was on the way back. It's weird. Some of the Merlin stickers just got a straight up 10, which is very hard to do. Merlin 2 stickers don't grade 10 very often. And then some of them grade like 4. They all came from the same packs. To me, that says the grader had no clue what he was looking at. He had no clue. They were all pack fresh, all of them. They all came from the same booster box with no bumped corners, opened by an expert, handled by an expert. He gives some of them 4s and 5s, and then he gives other ones 10s. Explain it. How does that happen? So, yeah, I think I got gypped on that submission. It's really sad. There's a handful of 10s. I'm hoping I can break even on the cost. Probably not. Because first you have to pay thousands of dollars for the grading, then you have to pay for the cards' value themselves before you can profit. I'm pretty sure this latest submission has probably lost me maybe like $500 to $700. So I just took a loss because the PSA grader, just decided he's going to be super duper tough this time. That old random generator for grading, that's how it feels, man. It feels just like that. It's ridiculous. It feels just like that. So lately, I've priced up all of my slabs except for the expensive ones and the booster slabs. And I realized I need to work on these booster slabs somewhat. It's time to start working on the booster slabs. I need a place to store them. I don't even know where to store them. Let's try putting them here for now. I take them down from the table. Come on, PSA. Hey, look at that. We got to get this running for Jen. I forgot I bought this. I bought this just for Jennifer Yap to host a break that she would be tempted by. I got to do that more often. If I know somebody really loves a break and they're a customer who's been around for a while, I need to get a card just for them and host breaks that way, because I know people will jump into that break, and one person will definitely jump into that break. All right. Plus, it's more fun when you target what people really want. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Ooh. So this was purchased specifically to host a break. All right. Very nice. So we got some of these cool cards. Oh, he's sure a handy man around the house. 1935. That's a self-portrait of Disney. Pretty crazy, right? This isn't the October submission. No, it is not. It is my submission. Just my cards. Just my cards. No, we found out the October submission isn't for like 3 more submissions. So yeah, it's like really far behind. And this was my submission from October of my cards, and they just now completed it, and it's like 2 weeks late from when it should have been done. So they took their sweet ass time on it too. That's the worst part. All right, let's get started. So, Tim S. paid you for the 8 of Spades Flareon, full name Tim Stodgel. Okay, 8 of Spades Flareon. So, we just recently went through all our slabs. He wants an 8 of Spades Flareon, and he wants the Queen of Spades Blue Deck Snake. All right, he wants some of these poker cards. I got to find them now. Flareon and the Snake. Wait, let me check other messages too, because someone... Oh, my coins just tipped over. Somebody else wanted something too. Glaceon, good evening. Here we are. All right. So we got to find those 2 cards. I'm sorry, we got to find the snake. We got to find Flareon. Let's start moving these slabs back and forth till we find it. Happy early birthday, Squid. Happy birthday, Mr. Squid. If you guys missed it, I posted a video today that I should post once every month. I don't know why I don't post it every month. Every month, I should post a video showing off all of my slabs. I don't know why I don't do that. I could have done that for 5 years. Oh, here it is. Maybe I never needed to. Maybe all the slabs, the slabs really do just sell. If you just, keep passing them back and forth, like sifting for gold, right? Panning for gold. If you just keep panning them, they all just go eventually. Whether they buy directly or whether they get stuffed into a holo shuffle or a live custom, whatever the case is, they all eventually go. But yeah, I mean, a video like that is great. The entertainment value's there, and I'm supposed to entertain. That's a big part of what I do. Ah, there it is, the snake. So look at that. We made that video. And the video, I don't think it'll make much ad revenue, but we just moved 2 slabs as a result of it. Because someone got to see 2 slabs for sale they didn't know about. Plus they got entertained. That's the goal. That's the golden goose. Tim Stodgel. Here you go, Tim. So no mail pickup today. And then Alexis drove down and tried to take the packages to the post office. And the post office was closed. It wasn't even open. Meaning, it wasn't even open on its own normal hours. It was just closed. So, yeah, the mail is not out. It's kind of sad. Apologize to everyone for slow shipping. We had a very severe ice storm, really. It's not a snowstorm, it's an ice storm. And today was the first day above freezing. And so we rushed out to try to get that mail 2 ways. We waited for the mailman. He didn't show up. We didn't get any mail. And then we tried to deliver mail. All 3 methods failed. We just can't get the mail out. The UPS man delivered, but I just got a little package from him. Wonder how the population is going to be affected due to these fires? Dude, these fires are so sad. People care a lot about the valuable homes. People burn to death. It's a natural disaster. People burn to death in the fires. And so it's a big subject. People are talking a lot about it. What's really surprising, and maybe not so surprising to me, is people talking about, you hear actual celebrities getting angry at the mismanagement. You heard one celebrity got super mad. They say, we pay the highest taxes like in all of the country, and we still can't have protection from something we knew was going to happen. And I totally feel their anger and their frustration. It makes so much sense. All right, so we have Mr. Marco Arboleta wants the Dark Phantasma Snorlax slab. All right, so let me go find that. That wasn't up here on the table, right? Like I didn't save that one up here on the table. I don't think I did. Some of the best slabs I left on the table after I made the video. All right. Yeah, and sadly, we're getting a PSA submission back, but it's not going to have as good a cards as I'd like. I might do an emergency submission. Oh, so somebody's trying to buy this card right here, that Glaceon. If you were thinking about that Glaceon, it's about to sell. Somebody's asking about it. They just inquired about it. They got it. If they're here in the stream, they can buy it right now. But if you were thinking about buying that one, someone just emailed me inquiring about it. And I don't think they're here. I don't know if they're here. All right, we're looking for Snorlax. Come on, Snorlax. The Bible is spoken. God is angry. Somebody's probably thinking that way, too. It's the funny part. Some super duper Christian conservative is going, this is the response of God. Actually, I went to, when I was younger, I was homeschooled. You guys know this, right? When I was younger, I got to go to the pro-life marches, right? You ever been to a pro-life march? You might have been to a pro-choice march. Who knows? I would go to the pro-life march for multiple years in a row, and there was always somebody with the sign that said, this is the punishment from God because women wear pants instead of dresses. I was like, damn, bro. Holy. They would say something like, cancer is God's punishment on you, or something like that. Really judgmental people. But, that's religion. I think that religion is the word we used to refer to, like, these ancient ideas. But I think that religion is also sort of like, what it is, it's a mistake in your thinking. It's your inability to doubt yourself. It's the inability to doubt what you believe, and we all risk it. We all risk being able to doubt what we believe. I risk it. Very important to remember to doubt yourself sometimes. All right, let's see. Here's this guy. That's my very last Luffy, presumably. Where is that Snorlax? I don't see him. How did the fires even start? I saw a TikTok video of someone showing someone setting fires, and they claimed that they were setting the fires in LA, but I didn't have any way to know that was true. So it could just be people trying to make viral content on a lie. But it showed people in what appeared to be California setting a fire off near a home and then running away. Or it could have been people. The fire started somewhere. Here it is. I found it. Got it. Marco Arboleta. My religion is Pokemon. Yeah. All right. Let common sense be your religion. It's a good religion. Common sense. Marco Arboleta. Common sense would have told you not to feed your children cyanide and then drink it yourself. That's that Jim Jones event that I always go back to Jim Jones. He's like the Jim Jones story, a true story of people following a religious cult leader and then killing themselves because he told them to. That story sticks in my head so strongly because it's such a powerful reminder of how brainwashable we all are. Very powerful. All right, cool. Beatrice Moniz from the Slab video. Can I get the PSA 9 Entei? That one's so good. That one's so good, the Entei. Where is he? Sorry, guys, we're just going through Slabs for a minute. I sold one. I sold some. Now I gotta find Entei. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Okay, come on, Entei. Common sense, a.k.a. spending your last on cardboard. Hey, these cardboards are going to the moon. I don't want to hear it. Some guy on YouTube told me it was. No, but they really are. Pokemon cards are so up, and in my opinion, the fact that Pokemon cards are moving up is everything we needed to bring confidence back into the hobby and to prove that, yes, these cards, if they're held long enough, these cards can definitely go up in value. There is just something that drives a collectibles market. People love collecting. We already knew this with the sports cards. Sport cards already hit massive numbers. So the idea is, can that happen with other hobbies? It appears so. Okay. Which one did you want? You wanted the PSA 9 Entei. Well, you know, I didn't finish going through the other case. Let me finish going through this other case. The Entei was at the end of the other video, wasn't it? So it should have probably been on top. Oh, found it. Got it. It was in the other case. Perfect. All right, Entei's been located. Beatrice Moniz. A fireproof case will not actually save the cards. I did study fireproof stuff. A fireproof case can protect the cards for about 25 minutes. Sometimes as little as 15 minutes during a house fire. And then after that, they're ruined. So there is no such... You want fireproof cards? You got to take them out of the fire. That's fireproof. That's fireproof. Okay, now we got Marco Arboleta, box of Korean V-Star Universe. Hell yeah, dude. Let's get these put away now. Let's get these put away. My cards were delivered to South LA Post Office. Keep them safe. Hopefully nobody we know in our group has been affected by this fire. Could you imagine someone we know, their house burns down, all their Pokemons are lost? There's a lot of people living in LA. Now, I believe this is Korean. Yeah? Okay, Marco Arboleta, Korean V-Star Universe. Such a cool set. Let's get it. A big, massive metal fireproof safe would work. It does not. I studied that already. I studied that. Fireproof safes will not actually fireproof your cards. They will allow your cards to last about 15 minutes. That's it. 15 minutes and it's over. They had about 15 minutes. Oh, I need my baggies. Give me a second. I'm out of... Be right back. All right, here we are again on my own. Ugh. Put the fireproof case inside another fireproof case. Waterproof them and seal them underwater. All right, there we go. So the baggies are back. Yeah, so I actually studied fireproof vaults because I'm in the business of having a lot of cards. And with the vaults, the fireproof vaults, what they actually do is they promise to protect your valuables for about 15 to 25 minutes. That's it. All right, which might be enough time for the firefighters to, get rid of the fire in your home. It would not have saved most of the cards in an LA home burning down. All those cards would be gone. So, gotta be careful how you think about it. All right, here goes. Haha. You guys want to see the breaks? So first of all, Roaring Skies break. Huh? Oh, getting close. That's a big deal. But I feel like I should be in this break. There we go. And they're rated for 2 to 4 hours. What cheap-ass safes are you investing in? Okay, so let's say even 2 to 4 hours. That wouldn't have made a difference in LA. Here's Mr. Mime. Well, there's different kind of safes, right? So, before just saying I'm a liar, what you really are at a bigger risk of is theft. So when you look into vaults that are rated for theft, those often last about 15 to 25 minutes against a fire. But let's say you got a vault that can last 2 to 4 hours against a fire. For what? For diamonds? For gold? The heat temperature for gold is higher than the heat temperature for ruining a card, right? So it's more complicated than you think. So just saying I'm lying, I'm not here to lie to you. I'm here to warn you that just buying a $4,000 vault will not save you from a house fire. What will save you is insurance that covers your cards burning down. But the insurance is something you have to residually pay back over and over again. I'm telling you, I already looked into this stuff, and I'm saying you can buy an expensive vault in your home in LA, and when the house burns down, it's not going to matter. All you did was spend extra money to lose. All right, here goes. I've seen the first-hand remnants of fireproof safes. No such thing in a fully engulfed structure. Exactly. The fireproof safe could, in theory, work if the firefighters get there in time and actually stop the fire. But in this case, in LA, everyone just lost their cards. And so my point is that if you want to be absolutely safe, you kind of just have to not let your cards catch on fire. Ooh. People who don't understand a giant metal box is an oven when heated. Exactly. It's an oven. So maybe he's talking about specifically a fireproof safe, but the safe you'll actually be buying is a theft-proof safe. Not to be confused with firearms safe, which a lot of people look into those. So there's different kind of vaults. You can get a vault for guns to keep your kids out, simple vaults for your valuables. But if you want to store $1 million of Pokemon cards, you need a high-rated thief vault that stops people from stealing. All right, Marco Arboleto. And all these different kinds of vaults have different ratings for how long they'll last in a fire. But it's always, that's your SAR right off the bat. Look at that. So cool. Samurott and Snow Runt. That is so neat. Look at that artwork. Yeah, but at the end of the day, all these vaults just will not save your cards if you cannot stop the home from burning. That's what the story is. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Here's Arceus and Gengar. Hey, mister. Do you want a Shiny Treasures Charizard SAR or Holland Phantoms Reverse Magic card for free? Ooh, I mean, if you're asking, I'll take the Holland Phantoms card. We are. I want some free stuff. Where's my free stuff? Here's the bracelet, and here is Palkia. Metal gets hot, makes a safe out of aluminum. Build a safe room underwater to store 5 cards. To store cards 5 ahead. Insurance will find a way to not pay as well. Insurance was like, did you check this little box over here? Oh, you didn't? That's too bad. You had to check the little box over here if you wanted that protection. Yeah, insurance is in the business of gambling against your demise. They're gambling against your risks. So we were talking about all these subjects just the other day. It's actually funny. We're shopping on where to move, and Nevada ended up ranking ahead of Texas and ahead of Florida because of a lack of natural disasters. I was talking about this very subject before the Los Angeles wildfire. And then I was talking about how it doesn't really make sense that Floridians have no state tax and they for natural disasters, and they build all their homes right on the edge of where guaranteed hurricanes come in. But then, if that happens, probably FEMA is expected to pay for some of the damage. It's like, well, if you're going to invest in building into the pathway of hurricanes, why should other states have to pay for that? It doesn't make any sense. So this is very relevant because now we have this massive fire right in Los Angeles, some of the most expensive homes in the entire world. Right? Like you can go buy a French chateau in their ocean region, or you can buy a LA Malibu beach house, right? And the Malibu beach house, probably more expensive. So these are some of the most expensive houses in the world. And right now, to save his ass, Gavin Newsom's going to be begging, Joe Biden to pay for this. And Joe Biden's still in power for like another 2 weeks or something. So he's probably going to try and do it. And it's crazy. It's like the rich subsidized by the poor because they couldn't chop down trees because that would be sad. No one likes chopping down trees. I get it. I don't like chopping down trees. Trees are beautiful and they make you feel close to nature. But you couldn't chop down trees, and you couldn't get enough water to your water hydrants, and you cut funding to the some of you guys might not know this. The mayor of LA cut funding to the fire department just before the fires. She cut funding by $17 million and got a response from the firefighters saying, hey, we might not be able to stop a forest fire if you do this. She was warned. They warned her, if you cut the funding to the fire department by $17 million, we might not have what we need to stop a forest fire. And she did it anyways. So that all just happened. And now the federal government, which is everybody's money, Alabama's money, they're poor, Mississippi's money, they're poor, West Virginia, they probably don't contribute that much. But Texas, Maine, you got states like Las Vegas, Nevada, you got Florida. They're all going to pay now because you couldn't cut some trees down. Maybe it cost $5 billion to cut all the trees down. But the real problem is they just don't want to do it. They don't want to do it, and that's what the real problem is. No, we like the trees. It's like, well, okay, well then you got to pay for it. If everything burns down, you got to pay for it. Don't make everyone else pay for it. All right, so that's my 2 cents on the subject. Look at this. Ooh, but that's what everyone's talking about right now because it's going to be like historic prices for repairing this area. You guys realize that, right? Look at that Gengar. Think about all the people living their beautiful lives. I think I was talking about that too. I was talking about how I went shopping for homes in LA online, and I realized why there's so much anger and why there are so many liberals who are pro-communism, pro-socialism, because when you see the decadent lives of the wealthy in these areas like Malibu, you realize how unfortunate you are and how like far ahead they are. You see the wealth gap physically with your eyes, and you go, holy Jesus, dude, these guys don't need any of my money. They should be helping me. So these houses are the type that burn down. Is like, now we're gonna pay to fix it too. Oh man, that money could just be used for literally anything else. And I do feel bad for them though. Don't get me wrong. It's super tragic. People died. Super tragic. But it's like the idea that there wasn't proper planning for it ahead of time, the idea that it's because of poor management, we don't want to cut the trees down, it would make us sad. We don't want to send water down, it would make us sad, or whatever the excuse is. It's just wrong, dude. It's just wrong. And it's wrong to make everyone else have to pay for it. That was Marco Arboleta. All right, Marco. They will send Ukraine more money to help us with the fires. Yeah, right. We don't have any money left. We're broke. We have 36 trillion or whatever the number is now. I'm 36 years old now, right? So I've seen that. I've seen the national debt rise over my lifetime. Many of you guys have too, but I'm a guy who pays attention to this stuff really carefully. So I've been watching it go up over time for a long, long time. It's just brutal, man. It's brutal to think, okay, here's another thing we need to waste lots of money on that we could have just avoided. Aren't those waterfront homes like 10 million? A lot of them in Malibu, they are. In Malibu, they are. There are some beach houses in California that get as cheap as like 4 to 8 million, maybe. But then the really nice ones get up to like 30 to 50 million. See, it gets really crazy out there. There's like no ceiling on the price because these are the best homes in the world. Let's see. As a Floridian who does not live on the water but has been impacted by hurricanes, I don't want to pay for their waterfront property either. Right. So kind of the idea here is there are people who intentionally build in the pathway of the hurricane, and then when the hurricane comes in and knocks their house of cards down, they go, all right, well, where's our FEMA spending? And it's like, bro, you're living the decadent life on the beach. You invested in that area, not me. I went to a place with less, you're basically incentivizing people to not make more strategic decisions about where to build because they know to some degree they will be protected. So really, Mr. Did I ever pay for that box? Was that only 10 packs? I think it was 10 packs. Well, how much is did it list the price of a box? Hold on. Electric breaker, Korean 151, blue, V-Star. It says right here the V-Star box is 95 to... Oh, I see what you're saying. I updated the pack price, but I didn't update the box price. Oops. Hold on, you are correct. That is an error in the menu. That means the box should have been $75. All right, I'll give you $20 back. Here you go. I made a mistake in my menu. I updated the pack price, but I didn't update the box price to reflect the cheaper pack price. Here you go, man. No problem. Okay, it's gonna say $20. You got $20, man. Ha-ha. Ta-da. Airbnb providing room and board to those affected. That's so nice. That's really nice of them. Newsom will save us the second time. Trust. It couldn't have happened to a more sympathetic group of people. It's okay. They will all get $750 FEMA check. That's right. It upsets me so much. They did so little for the people in North Carolina. They did so little for the people in Hawaii. Don't forget that as well. Remember Hawaii? And something tells me they're going to do so much. They're going to bend over backwards. Have no fears. It's all covered. They're going to do anything they can to worship their celebrity donors, the donor party, the rich, the elites in California. If that happens, the whole country should be outraged by the way they treat it, because the people in Hawaii didn't get help for a long time. North Carolina is still struggling from what I understand. If California, don't worry, no expenses will be withheld for you guys. That is ridiculous. The favoritism is wrong. It means you just work for them in a way. It's so wrong if they do that. Robert Tubman, one in the Halo break. Ooh, one in the Halo break. You got it. Here we go. All right. Have no fear. Daddy's here. You can have all the money. We can't let our friends in California go without. How would they survive? Their Malibu home burned down. Bro, the classism's going to be really stanky with this one, guys. You people are going to be talking about this for a while. Like, there's going to be a lot of Americans who live normal lives, who can barely feed their family or barely stay in the middle class. They're living on the border between middle class and poverty, and they're going to be like, are you kidding me? Paris Hilton's going to get subsidies for her Malibu home. It makes no sense. One of her homes. But you're probably going to see that. That's what's going to happen. A bunch of money's going to get funneled over there for their gross mismanagement of a very predictable wildfire. Very predictable. Because it just happened in Northern California and everyone knew about it. Alexio Alvarez, 1 box of Terra Festival. I have a big bag. No problem. What's up, Alexio? Alexio, what's up? Your Malibu beach house is 50%. Bye. I'm going. Here, let's see. Isn't California a large part of the national economy, though? I think that's fair to argue. Well, let's ask GPT. Hold on. What percentage of federal taxes come from California alone? All right, so Chat GPT, it knows everything, doesn't it? California, oh, there it is. It contributed about 17%. That's not as much as you would think. 17%. That's a lot out of 50 states, but it's not like... Did I read that right? Let me make sure I read that right, because I think it would have been more than that. Yeah, 17%. So, no, they are getting subsidized by the rest of the country to some degree. But you're right. They have a really, really impressive economy. But there are 50 states, right? Like Texas does a lot. New York does a lot. Florida, I think, does a lot. There's other states. Which box has the AGR? There we go. AZ may be hot, but no disasters. Right, so you live in a place where you should be getting to save money because you chose a place to live where there's no disasters. You shouldn't have to pay for everyone else's disasters. They chose to live in a place with a lot of disasters. So that is my concept. That's what I heard an economist talking about it. That's what piqued my interest in it. An economist on YouTube was talking about this very subject. He says, when you subsidize natural disasters, you don't encourage people to move away from the natural disasters. You tell them, don't worry, continue living there, and everyone else will pay for it. And so I was like, that is so interesting. I never thought of it that way. If you're living in a state with no natural disasters, you're the one paying for everyone else's natural disasters. You don't get the benefit for your smart decision to move to a place with no disasters. All right, here goes Alexio. I'm plugged into my GameStop. I walked in and they tell me Journey Together available for pre-order. Really? How's that already for pre-order? The Japanese version hasn't even come out. All right, there we go. I have a feeling Journey Together is going to be kind of boring. I haven't heard enough excitement for it. It's been a while, mister. I have a big bag or box hidden there somewhere. All right, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Here goes. Alexio Alvarez, how's it going, man? Hey, what brought you back? Was it all the excitement for Terra Festival and Prismatic Evolutions? I'm always curious what brings somebody back, what makes them go, ooh, I want to go back there. You just missed me. You said, hey, I wanted to say hi to Mr. Cardconomist again. I missed that guy. Here we go. We got this guy. You wanted to give me your dust claps. That's what you wanted to do. All right. Their website crashed this morning, I think. Whose website crashed? All we need is tornadoes in California and the prophecy is fulfilled. That's a good box. You got a Glaceon box. Congratulations. Pokemon Center already sold out of pre-orders. Man, you got no chance on those websites. You guys know that? Because there's going to be like bots. Dude, I swear this EX should be valuable because I just feel like he doesn't pull that often. And he's such a great looking card. Look at that card. He does not pull that often. All right. Put that Dusclops back. If you ever want the Dusclops, you can tell me to give it back to you, okay? You know, if there's like a card in the bulk you want, just tell me. I'll give you that card. So if you ever, like, I'm collecting these Dusclopses. If you ever want one, you can just tell me to keep it for you. I've been collecting them because they're probably not worth anything. They're just like a cheap bulk. I'm a Dusclops fan, so I've just been collecting them up. Look. How stupid is this? It's really funny looking, right? And this one's actually valuable. So if you get a reverse holo, you just keep that because that one's actually valuable. So these are pretty redundant because if you wanted a good Dusclops, you would get the Master Ball or the reverse holo. But the non-holo ones are pretty redundant. They're just straight bulk. Take them all. Yeah. Dusclops. Not that popular, I think, but I'm going to change that. He's going to be the most popular Pokemon because I'm just going to buy them all. Here's Flareon. There's Groudon. Actually, I went back to the market to buy a $1,000 Dusclops, and he was gone. So I wonder if something I said caused someone to buy it. Here we are. All right. But it doesn't affect me because I already had 2 of them. All right. Or maybe the guy who listened, he knows that I might be interested in it, so maybe he took it down to reprice it later. Hey, mister, can you order any more cases of Nika? I'd like to purchase one in a month or 2. I could probably inquire about it. You want to buy a whole case of it, huh? Definitely. Invest in crypto. It won't burn. Mister, that Dusclops. Put that Dusclops. Hey, mister, can you order? Okay. So, Alexio Alvarez. Let's go try to find you. You ready? He said he got a lot of stuff. Okay. Alan, Alvaro Molina. Albert. Is this expired? No. Oops. Okay, let's try a different AL box. Maybe this one. Alistair. Alan Abale. So, just 2 guys in this entire box. I almost feel like I could put that up top. Let's put it up top. That's a good idea. There we go. Get that out of the way. How about this one? We got Alexis Valadares, Alexander. Okay, I don't see you in my regular boxes. So you must have, you said you have your own box, right? That's what you said. Let's take a quick look. Ah, I found you. Yes. Haha. You were just saying you wanted to donate this to me. This one says 624 on it. Oh, look at that. Alexis wrote it down. That's funny. All right, you're all good. Stock up on eggs. Making a pallet, entire 4-hour stream of Mr. opening a pallet of Nikkei. We're going to have a half pallet of... we are going to have a half pallet of Sneaker Bunko Volume 2 when that releases. You think I should purchase a BGS promo or a PSA? Doesn't really matter. Whatever you want. I mean, what your real question is, what do you think is performing better over time, BGS or PSA? Yeah, BGS has always been a solid choice. PSA is more standardized, I'd say, but BGS is relevant. Their black labels are hard to beat. They got black labels and they're very cool. Okay, we're going to shove this over here. We're going to move my little notepad down here, and we're going to put this right here. Okay, Alexio, you're right next to me now. Let's go ahead and get this rotated. How far into this are we? We're 41 minutes in. How are we 41 minutes in? Somebody explain it. Jesus Christ, man. How much is Sneaker Bunko Volume 2 pre-orders? So, Sneaker Bunko doesn't come out until March. I can start accepting case pre-orders. I had a price. I thought about lowering it, though, because I actually am wondering how fast I can move 20 cases, and I'm starting to think, maybe I'm not able to do it. Maybe I'm not able to move 20 cases as fast as I think. Okay, here's Blake Santoro. 33-minute wait. Blake, 2 hollow shuffles. What's up, Blake? Blake Santoro. How's it going, man? Mr. Blake. All right, he said 2 hollow shuffles. You ready? Hashtag TCC cult. Oh, by the way, did he answer that one question? I'm out of the box. He said, take them all. I was asking, I miss everyone and life gets in the way of my pokies. Ah, yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You ready? 2 cold ones. Mr. Blake. 2 cold ones. Okay, that's the new break. Nobody's in here. Neo Discovery gives you a chance for the very desirable Umbreon from this set. Very cool card. We've never pulled one. I'd love to pull one. Magikarp break. Okay, you want into the Magikarp. Oh, the Magikarp break's one of the best breaks there is. Magikarp break. You're probably going to miss. But somebody pulls it. One person will guaranteed pull this card. So that's very cool. Here we go. Minister, thoughts on the journeys together selling out and eBay prices? It doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't really make sense to me. Because have we seen any really good pulls from Journey Together? I think the title's good. The title Journey Together is really good. Because a lot of the titles for Pokemon have been like Surging Sparks or Hidden Fates. So Journey Together is a great title. I think that is very refreshing feeling. It's probably the right word. Blake says Roaring Skies break. Oh, hell yeah, dude. All right. Fire Pokemon, so hot right now. Do we know what the chase card in that is and if it's any good? Because I haven't heard anything about it that makes me go, oh my God, we got to have this one. Yep. One entry is about 3% chance at carp, but better than 0%. 3%, huh? I see what you're saying. Well, you have to add in, when you're calculating the other half of it, the equation, you know, that is if you were to open Paldean Evolved, you have to calculate how hard it is to actually grade this guy 10. He's super hard to grade 10. Hold on. When I go quiet like this, I'm talking, so asking my supplier for a price there. Yikes, never mind, no order tonight. Unless they pull some shenanigans and put like Karen's Umbreon in there. Iona, SIR, or Zacian. That just doesn't seem very good. It's the booster box promo so everyone can get it. I'm going nuts on Rocket. Yeah, Rocket's the one I'm most excited for sure. Rocket all the way. Okay. And I got an email from Mr. Ivan. Okay, hold on. All right, there we go. Okay. Robert Tumman is done. We got Mr. Blake done. We click refresh here. Israel Rodriguez, Galaxy Chrome packs. Galaxy Chrome. So you want 2 of the Star Wars Galaxy Chrome, I believe. Can I put these somewhere? Get these out of my way. Scoobity-doo, scoobity-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo, scoobity-bum-bums. I just saw a clip, actually, on my Instagram feed. I saw a clip of these packs, and you open it up, and inside is a quadruple signature card. And it's a really fascinating card where it's 2 cards that are joined by a hinge. So you open the card like this, and then there's signatures. And wow, it was so cool. So this set, we haven't even seen the best kind of things you can pull out of here yet. Ash's mom, Mr. Mime. It's this studly looking Mr. Mime. Looks, it has some slight features that make you think of Ash. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. The Ahsoka Sig with others. All right. Tossing this away. By the way, we have this Prismatic Evolutions break going on. You might want to jump in there, in my opinion. So here's Han Choro. Oh. Look at that Darth Maul. Isn't that crazy? I'm telling you, this is one of the best Star Wars Galaxy sets that I've ever seen. I've been opening these for 6 years now. Look, it's got that 25th anniversary stamp down here. So cool. Oops. Darth Maul set? Hell yeah. Packet number 2. Okay. Building. Ahsoka. I'm not really a fan of this. Here's this guy. I don't know who he is. Darth Revan or something? Yep, Darth Revan. All right. I never really did the Darth Revan story. That was from a video game, right? Diddy wanted this to happen. All right. Very nice. Israel Rodriguez. I heard that the latest Star Wars show came out called Skeleton Crew, and it absolutely bombed in viewership. That's what I heard. And people are saying Star Wars is over. The fans have moved on. They don't care anymore. I think the fans actually care a lot. They just want an actual good movie or a good show to come out. One that actually feels Star Wars-y and not like a political science course. Israel Rodriguez has an eye. He's going to be over here. All right. Whew. All right. I really do think Hollywood has gotten away from the feel of Star Wars. When you examine George Lucas's style, his style, it's not just the fancy lightsabers. It's not the fancy outfits that they wear. It's the ideas in the show, like the good versus evil, right? This idea of being like a Buddhist monk versus greedy and hungry for power. Those ideas resonate with anyone of any race, and or any gender, and they're powerful ideas that you can play with a lot. Kind of like Lord of the Rings, it's like this epic story about just good versus evil. Like Sauron's just bad because he wants to kill you. That's it. He just wants to kill you. He doesn't care about your political major. He just wants to kill you. But a lot of the latest Star Wars feels like what they're trying to do is apply sort of like a checklist of, like a diversity checklist, essentially, of, hey, well, Star Wars is too white and too many men in it, and so we need to change that, and that's what the stories are going to be about now. And you know, this is the stereotypical complaint you hear from the other side on that. But I mean, the views, the actual viewership tells a story too. It says people are tired of it. They want an actual story about good and evil. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a checklist. It could just be whoever looks good in an outfit or something and acts really well. Just pick a really good actor. It doesn't matter. But it's got to be a story that's compelling because it focuses on good versus evil. You know, about the bad guy who wants to destroy you and consume you and take power and be super powerful and awful. And when they get back to those kind of storylines, I think that Star Wars will be okay again. But they have to get away from political messaging when it comes to talking about sort of like modern politics. Get away from that. Go toward timeless politics. You know what I'm saying? Go toward timeless ideas. Here's William Ogilvy. 3 birds team up. Three birds team up. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Where did I put that? Is that on the table? That one might have been on the table. I can't remember. Aha, it is. He's talking about this one right here. Very nice. Disney not willing to continue the biblical satire in Star Wars, so has lost its universal relevance. Right. What George Lucas created had a sort of timeless relevance to it. And what they're making now is more like modern politics, which everyone is so sick of. I think everyone's sick of it. Here we go. It feels almost immature. It feels like millennials or something. It feels like millennial politics. And George Lucas didn't feel like millennial politics. It felt like George Lucas's stuff felt like something from Shakespeare. You know, it was like Shakespearean. And so it had a timeless feeling to it, and Disney has just not captured that feeling. Alex Silva, hi, mister. May I have a box of FIFA? You got it. One box of FIFA. Where? Where are my FIFAs? The FIFA sell, man. You guys love soccer. I mean football. Okay, I need a fresh box of it. I'll step out of the room and get a fresh box. It's already been corrupted and dragged through the mud. It'll be better to put the old yeller down. All right, I'm back. Ta-da! Ha. Alex Silva. Star Wars had a good run. The last good Star Wars content was them wrapping up the Clone Wars cartoon with the Ashoka story. There you are. Very nice. Yeah, I guess you could think of it that way too. Like, sometimes a brand just gets stretched on too long. This idea that everyone wants to watch the same brand over and over and over and over and over again forever. Like, look at The Office. The Office went on too long, didn't it? Remember when Michael Scott left and then the show became pretty lame? Like, it was okay, but it was actually pretty boring in some episodes. Maybe Star Wars is a little bit like The Office, just stretching on for too long. You never know. Then again, you have some brands and products like South Park. I could watch that to the day I die. I don't mind. I could watch probably, wow, I think South Park might be one of the only shows I'd be willing to do that with. I'm realizing that now. But, you know, or how about How I Met Your Mother or something like that? It just, that can't go on forever. It started when George decided to sell it, which means he didn't care. I don't know. I mean, they offered him billions of dollars. Got to secure that bag, bro. You can't blame him for that. Come on. Plus, maybe he thought, I don't know, maybe Disney will treat the product really good. So he didn't know. He didn't know what Disney was going to do with it. He didn't know what Disney was going to do with it. All right. Here we are. Star Wars had the worst scripts. It's entertaining, yes, but in reality, it sucks, overhyped. We are. Here we are. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Timothy Castan. Well, don't forget, you know, the last trilogy that George Lucas worked on was made in the early 2000s. For that time period, that level of entertainment was shocking. It was so good. You know, like, there wasn't even that much internet back then. There was, but there wasn't that much. Now we have, like, TikTok. We got all this other entertainment. Our standards have gone up. What's also supposed to go up is the quality of the movies. So what we're really supposed to be getting is the best Star Wars we've ever seen in our whole lives. That's what we're supposed to be getting right now. The best Star Wars that's ever been made is supposed to be happening right now. Martin Odegaard. Instead, we're getting some of the worst Star Wars we've ever seen. So it's like their standards went down with the content, not up. So, you know, if you're judging the old movies for their simplistic scripts, or maybe they're just too basic, again, his first trilogy was made in like the 70s. Wow. And then the next round was made in the early 2000s. So I don't think they're bad at all when you consider the age. You're right. I'm not like watching black and white movies with big expectations either. Ooh. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Harry Potter. You are. Frodo. Well, I hear Amazon's not doing great with that either. They're doing the same thing that So they're doing precisely the same thing that Star Wars is doing. The goal of Lord of the Rings now is to have a very sort of like modern political script, modern political cast, different moral axioms. Harry Potter's doing something similar too, right? Like Snape, I guess he's being cast by a black dude, which is cool, I guess, but it's like, it's not Snape, you know? Snape, he's a brand. He's a brand. Snape is a brand. Alan Rickman gave us Snape, and it had to have been such a good choice for Snape. I mean, it feels and sounds just like the book, right? And so now when you swap him out with another race, it just doesn't feel like Snape. I don't know. It's a different feel. There's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. I mean, they can find other ways to sort of get diversity into the movie, but why would they mess up such a iconic character, such a key character, as if every character and actor is just an interchangeable economic unit or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just meaningless. It's not meaningless, is it? If we're saying it's meaningless, I don't know if that's actually a good thing. We always bring that back to this concept, like, well, then maybe Black Panther should be like a white dude. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's not meaningless either. We go, ooh. All right. So they're doing that to Snape, and that's Lord of the Rings. That's Harry Potter, and I don't know. That's just Hollywood just doesn't like making money or something. I don't think they like making money anymore. Here's this. Ooh. Asia will save us. Alex Silva. Mr. Alex Silva. Let's grab your bag. Asia will save us. They'll start replacing Hollywood. I think that's what's going to happen. Like, we got Squid Game, and Squid Game was insanely good. I think that's some of the best content I've watched in the last 10 years was Squid Game. And so maybe one day we won't even need American entertainment anymore. We'll get all our entertainment from Japan, Korea, and China. China wants to get into art. You seen that? China's trying to make movies. They got the money. They've got the GDP to make movies. They can support an arts entertainment district easily. They should. We are. But they're more restrictive. They're like hyper-conservative over there. Like, they're really mean to their celebrities. And I think they're mean to homosexuals as well. So they might struggle. It's just not going to happen quite as fast. They might be too conservative to make good art. Here we go. All right. Ta-da! How you going to produce art if you're restrictive to homosexual people? It's just not going to happen. Or they're going to work in secret or something. I don't know. Alex Silva, going to my left. You are on the shelf next to Alexio Alvarez. Mr. I also sent for 2 Japanese Future Flash with that order. Oh, I didn't even see that. Hold on. Future Flash. Hold on. And I knew that. I was just testing you. I think that's this right here. Did anyone here manage to get Journey Together pre-orders on Pokemon Center? She isn't really pro-trans from what I've seen, but still extremely stupid. Did you see the preview for the next Avatar, The Last Airbender series? I did not. Yeah, the K-dramas all day. They got America's money. In the remake, James Potter is a racist instead of a bully. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oi, Bev. Oh, no, dude. I didn't think of that. That's right. That changes the nature of the relationship between Snape and James Potter. It makes him look like he's bullying, a minority. I didn't understand the Snape character ever. What's the story behind Snape? Like, if we're just analyzing it, let's see. Snape is some kind of like Lily Potter simp who she rejects, and she gets pregnant with some other dude's baby, but Snape's still going to take care of her baby. Like, it reminds me of Twilight a little bit. I think you got to think about these kind of things carefully, because maybe it means nothing or maybe it means something. So in the Twilight story, it's this girl and 2 men are chasing her, and she has a baby with one of the men, but the other man, who she didn't have a baby with, still simps and takes care of her daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is definitely like a sort of like female perspective kind of thing, right? Men, they have like this idealized version of women, and it's really obvious. We got a term for it. It's called the male gaze, right? That's what they came up with that term from. I think women do this too. So Snape is like this idealized beta male orbiter or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So James Potter's a jerk. He bullies Snape. Snape has true love for Lily, but Lily doesn't want Snape because he's lame. He's emo or something. Oh, your dick's too small. So she gets with James Potter, has a baby, but don't worry. In the mind of the writer, she's still going to make Snape stick around and protect Harry Potter all the way to the point where he gets eaten by a snake. He gets killed in a gruesome way. No way, dude. If I was Snape, I'd be like, Zap! Hey, Voldemort, I did it for you. I got rid of the kid. I'd be, Zap! That's not my kid. I'm not dying for Harry Potter. Are you kidding me? That dude's father bullied me when I was younger and took my girl away. I'm not taking care of that stupid kid. So it was really hard. Yeah, Snape had bad hair, exactly. So it was really hard for me to imagine in anyone's mind who's an actual male, unless you're really into that kind of stuff, where you're going to die in a painful, horrific way, betraying some guy you used to work for. Maybe you once upon a time believed in him, but betraying that guy to protect the baby of a girl you loved. But she didn't choose you. She chose the other guy who bullied the crap out of you. Makes 0 sense. 0 sense. I don't know. You guys do the interpreting here. I'm not going to do the interpreting. I think it's very similar to the Twilight story. I think girls have a fantasy where they get 2 men, and one of them's the man they have baby with, and the other man's the one who takes care of them. I think that's what it is. All right, there we go. Snape got the hit, though, probably. No, he did not. That's not what the story says. He did not get the hit. I'll use the $20 store credit for 10 Raging Surf. Marco Arboleta, 20 Raging Surf. Or 10 Raging Surf, I'm sorry. All right, you got it, man. He did not hit. He specifically did not hit. Guess again. The whole point is that he didn't get the hit. I'd be like, I'm not dying for no Harry Potter. What are you talking about? It's not my baby. That's your baby. You rejected me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So I think that is a female fantasy. I think that's what it is. I think it's a female fantasy to have this sort of beta male orbiter who's going to take care of your baby, even though you rejected him. He's like useful to you. You know what I mean? He loves me anyways. I rejected him and he loves me still. Like, that's got to be like a female fantasy. It's got to be. J.K. Rowling. Here we are. And again, men have their stupid fantasies too, so I'm not dogging on girls. Men have fantasies about having multiple women, and they're all hot and young and whatever gross thing. Right. We're all from the monkeys, right? We're all animals, right? At the end of the day, we're from the wild. We created these things called civilizations, but we're all still fundamentally animals on the inside. We got that lizard brain. We got the monkey brain. Ooh. She's like, yeah, if Snape could just be this character who dies protecting Lily's baby, that would be fantastic. After James Potter bullied him, and Lily chose James Potter, not Snape. Make it make sense, guys. How does that make any sense? Here we are. And here's... Oh, and she's dead, so he has no chance of getting with her either. It's not like he's going to get to be with her. All right, and... Oh, Mino, very nice. You call me a monkey? I'm saying we got monkey brain. I'm saying we came out of the forest. We came out of the jungle. And we still got those instincts, you know, for violence, for stealing, for taking what's not yours and barking like a dog. Ruff, 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 that's mine. We got those instincts, those animal instincts. And anyone who doesn't believe that is probably a little crazy. Here it is. Ooh, look at that. That's what the religious folk get into. They get into like believing we're like angels. No, we're not. We most certainly are not. All right. Marco Arboleto. That's a nice fantasy. That would be nice if we were like the angels. It's great that you have that in your imagination. We are definitely not. Just look at human history for a little while. You'll see it. The dual mating strategy hypothesis is an evolutionary psychology theory that suggests women use 2 mating strategies to select partners. Sure. Like the alpha male and the beta male kind of thing. Beta! Phil Vasquez, 1 Neo break, 1 Roaring Skies, please. That, you know, it oversimplifies humans for sure, right? But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Some of it seems a little true. You know? All right. 1 Roaring Skies, 1 Neo break. You got it. Okay. Did you finally see the $400 ZELLE payment, says Joseph Albrecht? Yes, I did. That came in the same day, actually. Or did you mean one you just sent? Are you saying you just sent one? Going into the Elite Booster Pack break. Too late for orders? Yeah, it's 7:21. I got to wrap up, unfortunately. We started late again. All right. I wish we hadn't. I wish we hadn't started late. Okay. Edwin NHCC wants a Venom coin. Here we go. He says, can I add a dragon coin to my slab away as well? How much would that cost? I would say do not worry about adding that coin to your slab away, because these coins are not selling as fast as the Pokemon cards. The Pokemon cards you do have to worry about. Those get snatched. But there's the silver coins are more niche. So I wouldn't worry about slab away until there's only one left. When there's one left, then I would say, hey, put that in my slab away. Okay, so as long as there's more than one left and it's a silver coin, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Very nice, man. Thank you for this purchase. All right, so that's a silver coin. We got to have a nerd debate one day. Yeah, we're going to have a nerd debate, man. Okay, we have Chenzek Vong. He says, for SOS Brigade Girls Holo Shuffle, store credit $20. Okay. Chenzek Vong. The SOS Brigade Girls. I left that up here, didn't I? Tell me I left that up here. It is. Ha. Okay. All yours. Thank you so much. I'm opening Stellar Crown. Now, Holo Shuffle. One Holo Shuffle. That Magikarp's a pretty good break. I wish I could go into the break. There you go. One Holo Shuffle. Boom. Applin. No luck. One Applin. All right. Stephen Woolridge says, Starmie Slab, Haunter Slab, 6 packs of Code Geass, please. What time is it? 107, 723. 6 packs of Code Geass, Starmie Slab, Haunter Slab. Starmie Slab, Haunter Slab. I'm trying to think what the Haunter Slab is. I know the Starmie Slab. He's right here. The Haunter Slab. What could he be talking about? Okay. That video has gotten you some sales, dude. Why was I not doing that once per month? It's such a simple, straightforward piece of content to work on. It's such an easy, like, you know, it's like low-hanging fruit. I should be making that once per month. There we go. Cardos, Haunter, very nice. Beautiful. You should do them every 2 weeks. Here we are. Well, it's harder than that because I have to price everything first. And that takes a long time. So pricing things doesn't happen overnight. What are these? Oh, where's Athim? Is Athim watching? Here they are. I didn't know where these went. These are the missing $75 packs. Oh, I must have gotten rid of the box and put them in here. I gotta show that to Athim. He was wondering about those. All right. Because I had to start a new box, and he said, well, wasn't there some packs left in the previous box? And I was like, I can't remember. All right, there we go. Is he talking about Koro? No. In this case, he's not, because if it was the Koro Hunter, that would be very expensive. I'm not willing to let go of the Koro cards cheap, because they're truly a rare and bizarre item. And Pokemon cards, you know, you just don't get a lot of opportunities to sell items like that. Like, ask me if I could replace the Koro cards. Absolutely not. They're truly rare. We've got Suzaku Kururugi. Oh. P.S. Mister, I'm going to need a new baggie. Nice. Nice. By the way, shipping has not gone out. And it's not that we didn't try. Alexis actually took the boxes and drove them to the post office. And the post office was closed. Like, closed even when they should have been opened. So, it's that bad out here. Post office was closed. She actually drove down, took the packages, tried to drive them to the post office, and they were not open. It's very bad. Maybe they come tomorrow. I doubt they will. I don't know. Today was the first day above freezing. It was 39 degrees. That's not much. Oh, look at that. Lelouch SR Star. Good round. Blame Jimmy Carter. Poor Jimmy. Jimmy Carter sold the Panama Canal for $1 after Americans spent some insane amount of money building it, and a bunch of Americans died. I'd never heard of that before. It's like I'm learning things. He sold it for $1, and it was highly unpopular that he did that. There you go. All right. If conditions are better in your area, it should be open tomorrow. Nice, hopefully. People will find frogs at their doors. Bible will speak. He had to be 100 years old. Couldn't hold it till 101. Good for him, man. He lived a full life. Good for him. You know what was beautiful about his life? Besides the fact that he seemed like a genuinely good person. He got to live his whole life with his wife, too. Can you believe that? That's so rare. Normally, one spouse outlives the other by a significant time period. So, you know, he got to spend his entire life with his first wife. They married when they were so young. That's crazy, dude. Very special. He's sort of, you know, he's sort of like almost an idealized kind of like fantasy. You know what I mean? Generally good person, has a nice wife, and they lived to be 100 together. And then they passed away. She passed away like 2 years ago, right? And then he passed away 2 years later. Everyone knew he was almost gone because he was on hospice. By the way, who was it that wanted to buy this guy right here? I found him. Last one. And this too. Was it, who was it? Oh, it was Dave the Wiseman. He wanted to buy these. Last two. Apologies, I'm going to wireless to focus on poker in Atlantic City. Nice. Sounds good, man. Can you send it to me at the same address? Sure. All right. Andrew Martin says, 1 Mew break, 1 Magikarp break. Andrew Martin, 1 Mew break, 1 Magikarp break. You can't forget about this beautiful Mew break going off for like the 10th time now. Okay, Andrew Martin. What do you do with your bulk? I sell it. If you'd like to buy one, I think it's $30. I take the bulk, I put it in a big, heavy 14-pound box very quickly, wrap it all up really quickly, and then I could ship it to you for $30. That $30 already includes the shipping. A lot of it's just the cost of shipping. But I make a little bit of money. If I didn't make any money, if I made $0 off of it, I would just throw it in the dumpster. So I have to make, in order to offer it as a service, I have to actually make some money on it, or it's just going in the dumpster. All right, because I can't be wasting my time when I have so little of it, seemingly. Mew, mew, mew. The reason we remove bulk is because, in the first place, it doesn't make any sense to ship it. It would be so expensive to ship all this bulk. And where would we store it, too, while we're waiting for it to ship? It would just be impossible. We did it a long time ago in the past. The way it worked in the past, you had like a box, a bulk box you rented from me. It would be a big tube. You'd rent that, and then I would store all your bulk in that tube. And then when it was time to ship, we would have to order you like a giant priority mailbox to get it all shipped out. And it was just really, really awful. We don't do that anymore. Okay, new bag. How can I send you a private message? Jacob Chickering, you can email me using my email found at the top of the description. You can also contact me on Instagram, TheCardconomist, or Discord. You can join our Discord, and then you'll have to send me a friend request, and then after I accept it, you'll be able to talk. And I always accept it. Actually, I'd like to disable that. I don't want people to have to friend request me to talk to me. I don't like that. I should ask ChatGPT how to disable that. There we go. Do I need to pay for shipping for the SEC slab or any upcharges for... There's no upcharges that I know of. And so, no, I think you're good. Make sure you guys put spell on your houses. All right, guys. So, we're done with the daytime stream. An hour and 14 minutes have passed. We will be back on for the Thursday nighttime stream. Listen carefully. Tonight, I'll have a nice giveaway. So, please show up to the nighttime stream for a giveaway. Maybe I'll have 2 small ones or 1 larger one. I don't know. Tonight, 2 giveaways for Thursday, or a decent giveaway for Thursday night. Thursday night's always important. And then we didn't get a chance to price up our booster pack slabs, so we're going to try and do that tonight. If it's a slower night, then I'll definitely have the ability to do it. I had a fun time. I'll see you later, everybody.